It's Accountex 2023, continuing with our series of live broadcasts going out on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm here with Tushir Patel from Capium. Good day, sir.
Good day to you too, Rob.
Your first Accountex, or are you a veteran of these things?
I'm actually a veteran now. I think I've got quite a few more grey hairs since I first started, so it's been about 7 years now since we've been here.
Me. How has the show evolved for you, Tushir, over the years?
Well, our stand's got bigger for a start, so I'm hoping that's a positive, if anything, to be taken from it. So
now Capium, for people that haven't come across Capium, tell us about what you do.
Well, it's a cloud suite which we kind of we target accountants in practice just in general. So we support the whole industry of accountants in practice. The idea was to pretty much substitute anything from bookkeeping, payroll, tax, accounts, practice management related, all into a cloud suite environment. So any pain points that they have, we try to actually find that as a solution for them in the cloud suite market. So we've been doing it for about 7 years now when we got into the market, and slowly growing over time organically. We now sit with about just over 1,700 firms in the UK. So they vary in size, from sole practitioner burning the midnight oil part-time, all the way through to, I think our largest has about 10,000 clients on there. So a vast size majority.
And you mentioned burning the midnight oil. Do you get a sense, Tushir, when you talk to accountants, of how busy and overwhelmed they are and overloaded?
Totally. I think COVID has hit a lot of people very hard as well.
We're not quite out of that, are we, with the after effects?
Yeah, I think a lot of the loans aspects and everything else taking place as well, and it's left a lot of scars on people's bodies. I wouldn't say death by 1,000 cuts, but I think now it's a time where people need to look at the other side of it.
And not just accountants, but the businesses that they're serving are struggling, aren't they? And the accountant stands in the gap there as the trusted advisor to look after those clients. So there's a lot on their plate. Absolutely.
And I think, especially nowadays when we're obviously seeing the cost of living crisis and everything taking place as well, who's the first person are you going to go back to? Your trusted advisor, more than anything.
How are Capium evolving with their products and services to keep up with the vast rate of technology change?
Yeah, really good question. So I hate to say we were the first in the market with a full cloud suite.
Call yourself pioneers, Tushir.
We were a pioneer of a full cloud suite in the market. But at the end of the day, as we've seen around here, this is probably a testament to everybody that they were pretty much trying to move in that same direction. What we're now doing is looking at our marketplace, looking at our clients and seeing actually where does that ball bounce next? What do they want out of it? So things like charity accounts we're pushing ahead, things like time and fees we're now doing. We're also, believe it or not, even in a cloud environment, the language still needs to evolve as well. The code language needs to evolve. So we're actually going through a whole evolution of our code language as well, a whole platform, with the idea that we can now start looking at things like machine learning and AI as the next space going forward.
That's interesting. I'm just picking up on your use of the word language. When we talk about cloud and digital, we thought we would be further ahead than we are right now.
Absolutely.
But we know accountants, they're quite risk averse, they're slow to adopt, there's a wait and see approach. You probably want to push them faster than a lot of them are ready to go.
I think you have to look at, is the market also ready for it?
Yes.
Right? That's the main question at the end of the day. There's no point you investing on things which the market's not ready for at the same time. For us, at the time, historically, making tax digital did help massively to drive, obviously, moving to a cloud digital environment. Now, when you look at GPT and things like that, is the market ready for it? I'm not quite sure at the moment. I think, obviously, time will tell. It's just the time that actually, by the time it does hit that, have we done our research and development to make sure that we're ready for catering the marketplace?
Now, Accountex is one of the flagship events in your calendar, isn't it? Why do you like it so much?
Look how busy it is, for a start.
There is a buzz around here, isn't there?
I mean, the fact it's only about half an hour from my house probably helps as well.
That's convenient.
No, look, at the end of the day, it's a showcase for everybody to showcase what they've got, what they're looking at bringing out. We're doing the same thing. I think at the end of the day, the footfall in itself just shows you that actually the market is actually looking to see what's out there as well. Accountants are looking to see what's out there. So it shows actually, it's indicative of the work that we've been doing as vendors is being taken notice of going forward.
Now, there are plenty of vendors here. Some of them will be your competition. How do you feel about that? Are you collaborative with them, or do you want to put some clear water between you and them? Do you talk to them?
Yeah, we do talk. Look, at the end of the day, it's everybody's supportive of each other to a degree.
To serve the profession generally.
Yeah, and you know, we've got our heads down. We're continuing. We keep an eye, but at the same time, it's a case of just making sure, okay, if other people are doing it, then it also shows that you're on the right path as well. You know, may the best company win or vendor win. But at the end, there's space for a lot of people out there in the market space.
Yeah. How do you stack up against your competition?
Over time, we were in our lane. We were looking at what we were doing, but also we've looked at many others out there on a pedestal to see, okay, this is what we aspire to do.
Yeah.
Not just basically for ourselves, but also that's what our customers were also.
It's good market intel.
Exactly, and a lot of our customers were like, "Wouldn't it be great if you could do this?" Our incumbent does that. So, from our perspective, we look at it like we have a lot of respect for them. At the end of the day, for all the vendors out there in the industry, and we all have our pain points. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it's working through those to try and obviously plaster over the cracks and making sure everything looks great and works well as well from the outside.
And what's the key objective for you and Capium over the next couple of days? Is it lead generation? Is it brand awareness? Is it market intelligence, or a bit of everything?
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of everything. Sorry, I should say. There's a lot of leads that we're looking at drumming up. We've got a lot to showcase as well at the moment this year. So with time and fees and charity accounts now being showcased.
It's your shop window, isn't it?
It's our shop window to go out there. So with X amount of thousands of people here, it's a good opportunity for us to do that. And then from that, it then sets a pedestal for the next months. To actually sort of interact with the guys as well and showcase it.
And finally, Tushir, what excites you most about what's coming up for Capium over the rest of the year and the next couple of years?
Oh, well, we've got a lot for accountants, continuing with that support aspect. With the whole rebrand that's taken place not rebrand, but the whole platform itself, what we're also doing is we're focusing more on the SMEs as well through the accountant. So we understand that's a pain point for them, and price is also a key point for a lot of people. So we're looking at bringing out a whole new bookkeeping system, a whole new payroll system, with the idea that actually, what is it that's going to help them actually solve their problem going forward?
Well, we're broadcasting live, so go and see the Capium stand and see Tushir and his team and have some great conversation with them. Tushir Patel, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.